They told me this was a church anniversary. I got tied up off of I-95 coming through Savannah, Georgia, went into Jacksonville, missed my turn around Daytona and found myself someplace in Bartow. Went on the other side of Lakeland, found myself on 75. Took 75 across Alligator Alley. And finally made a left instead of going right, and went to Miami through Liberty City. And then I asked the man who was playing a fiddle on the corner of 79th, which way is the Purple Church? He said, Purple Church is down in Richmond Heights. So I'm here today to a church anniversary. Somebody give the Lord some Did I hear right when I was parking my 72 Cadillac? In the back, I heard that some continental group gave the children $1,200. Give the Lord praise. All I want to know is who hit it hard at Mikasuki last night? But somebody in here in red got that feeling. Can I get a witness, sir? Give the Lord some praise in this day. Boy, you sure look soft. Boy, you look soft. I'm so glad to be here today. Where your pastor at? That can't be the same man I saw eating fish and grits next door. But church, people always call him Brother Jive. Brother Jive, will you please talk to my church? Lady came up to me in church because I'm a member of about 7 churches. Lady came up to me and said, Brother Jive, talk to my son. He don't want to go to church. See, this day and time, children don't want to go to church. Children just want to sit home, play the iBox, the iPhone. Same thing, same thing. And all they want to do is sit in front of the TV and watch reality. I told her that you go home and you tell your son he need to go to church. So she told me, I'm going to go do it. So she came back, she said, Brother Jive, I went and told him. He said, I don't want to go to church because I got 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I don't like those people over there. Reason number 2 is they don't like me. Lady said, she prayed to the Lord, the good Lord. And the good Lord told her that answer like this. She said, well, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why you're going to get your pants on and go to church. Number 1, you 54 years old. And number 2, you're the pastor of the to church. You know, children is honest. They honest. They honest. How many of you have honest children? Went to this house to visit with my pastor. When I got to the house, this little girl came down. She looked at me, I'm looking at her with the chicken bone in her hand. And right over the mantle, there was a big old Bible. Her parents went in the back to get an offering to give the pastor to take to the church. And while we were there, the little girl said, "Sir, that book, don't that book belong to God?" I said, "That's the book. That's the Bible. The Bible. That's the book for me." And she said, "Well, if that's God's book, since we don't read it at the house, can we give it back to God?" Children is honest, y'all. They real honest. Is this a shouting church? This is an A.M.E. church, y'all. Is this a shouting church? I need about 4 shouts. You look like you can shout. You look like you can shout. Anybody, man, can you shout? Yes. Come on. I wish I had a man up here who could shout. Brother Hill, does he do that shout? He know how to do that. That's a secret shot. You don't play with that. I'm going to put on some shout music. I want to see who can shout in this church. All right, let's see. I want to see who can shout. All right. Is it new school shout? What shout you going to do? It's an anniversary. What shout you going to do? A church shout. What shout you going to do? That ain't no old school. That's the club. Musicians, play my shout music. Put it up for this brother. I'm starting to feel something in this place. Your shout need a little bit of prayer. You don't want brother Jive down. Give her a prayer. Give her a hand. There ain't no shout like brother Jive shout. How many of y'all see brother Jive shout? Now brother Jive shout ain't really saved. But some of you ain't really saved either. Put on my shout music. My other shout music. You know you make me wanna shout. We got this church anniversary. Get the Lord a hand clap, please. I was at a conference one time. Anybody ever been to a conference? Not the club, the conference. I went to a conference with my Baptist brother and my Presbyterian brother. You ought to have some brothers and sisters outside of your church. We was up at the room praying one night, praying a holy prayer. My Baptist brother was humming it up. Oh, Lordy, do my Jesus. Come on. And afterwards, he just felt the urge to wake us up because we fell asleep during this prayer. He said, I got to talk to you because since we're at this conference and we've all together, it's a good time to confess our secret sins. Anybody know anything about secret sins? So my Baptist brother said, I want to confess to you that I got this drinking problem. Don't y'all look down on him? I saw a bottle of corn liquor right on the side of the church right there. He said, I gotta confess, I got a drinking problem, but I know y'all gonna pray for me. And he pulled the bottles out of his bag and he said, yeah, I just pray for me. My Presbyterian brother said, well, since we're confessing, I have a secret sin. I like to gamble. Ching, ching, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. He said, a nigga Suki always ching, ching, let it rain. And it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, what's wrong with that? They said, Brother Jive, you got any secret sins? Shh. I said, well, I got one secret sin. My secret sin is I like to gossip and I can't wait to get out here to tell y'all business. Church, I'll tell you what. Got this last friend. And this brother, because our brother Jive wasn't always saved. Anybody, you been saved all your life? God's still working on us. Tell your neighbor, God's still working on us. I got that from the young preacher. The young preacher said, tell your neighbor. And I got this friend, I owe him about $50,000. Don't ask him about where and how and all that stuff. Brother John owed him $50,000. And church, I'll tell you what. I said, maybe if I take him to Israel, that he'll forgive me of all that I owe him. Take him to the Holy Land. So we went to the Holy Land and we got down by the Jordan River, and while we were at the Jordan River, we went on down in the Jordan. While we were down in the Jordan, I came up and he stayed down. He went all the way to the Holy Land to drown. In church, the priest came up to me and said, since he came with you, you got to find a way to bury him. He said, now you can bury him in the Holy Land in Jerusalem for $50. Or you could fly him back to America and bury him in Richmond Heights for $50,000. Started thinking for a moment. I told the priest, I'm going to bury him back in Richmond Heights. I already owe $50,000, but I'm going to bury him there. He said, why would you bury him for $50,000 back in America if you can bury him here for $50? I said, well, priest, my problem is the last man you buried in Jerusalem got up in 3 days. I don't want him to get back up from the grave. Church, that was good knowing you. God bless you. Have a wonderful church anniversary.